Hey everyone, so much has happened since I saw you last time. So if I remember rightly, we got to the third qualifying round of the Champions League. We had a cup final ahead. We were doing really well in the league. Well, we got knocked out by Maccabi Haifa. We then went into the Europa League, knowing that even if we lost that, we'd go into the Conference League. But we only went and beat Molde over two legs and ended up in the Europa League phase. We played two games. We won the cup. We've retained the league, so we've actually done a domestic treble this season. So things have been going really, really well. We've got the last game of the season today, and then the first Europa League game that I'm going to show you guys today. So yeah, let's get going. Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome back to the series here with AKUREYRI in Iceland. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're liking what you're seeing so far, feel free to drop a like down below. And yeah, if you're liking it, why not subscribe at the same time? It would mean a lot. But yeah, so what's been happening since last time? Let's go into the schedule. So I saw you after we beat Stredder on pens, wasn't it? In this lovely, exciting game. So then we went and beat Vikinga in extra time to get to the final of the cup for the first time. As you can see, we then got smashed 4-0 by Haifa. Basically, our keeper actually saved a penalty in the first half, Alex, and things were going pretty well. They were battering us, but we were holding them. And he thought, you know what? I think let's just try and preserve this sort of parity at the moment. So we went back to our 4-3-3 and we put Guinichi on as like an anchor, basically just to shore things up and sort of help protect the defence. What does he do at 52 minutes? He gets the ball and he plays a horrendous pass straight out into their sort of pressing midfielders. Two passes later, it's in the back of the net, and then we just kind of just collapsed from them, basically. Ended up conceding, as you can see, another goal not long after that. Held them off for a little bit and then conceded another one, and then again another one not long after that. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. We then went and drew 3-3 at home. We could have easily won, but you know what? We'll take it as far as getting the hat-trick again. We then had the cup final. I nearly brought it back for this one, but I thought, no, I've got the chance to make some progress here. We'll prioritise Europe for now. We blew them away 4-1. Alex Gomez had an absolute blinder, 2 assists and a goal. Absolutely smashed Redder. We then played Molde in the Europa League, and we actually got a very unlikely win. Well, I say at home, at the sort of national stadium. I assume it's like regulations-wise for the Europa League, we have to have had, have to play so many, we have to have so many facilities or so many requirements. And then we went to Norway, and an 89th minute equaliser from Miguel Angel Fernandez went and saw us through on aggregate 2-1, which then put us in the Europa League group where we played Glentoran and Dinamo Batum. We've also got Rennes, AEK, Nürköping, Adana Demirspor, and then I think it's Marseille and Red Star. Yeah, so you know what, we'll touch on that at the moment. So this game against Glentoran, we actually took the lead. We went 2-0 up inside 16 minutes. And then they just basically it's like they woke up, basically. It's like they just suddenly started playing football, Glentoran. They were much better at passing the ball, moving the ball than we were. We really struggled to keep up with the pace of their passing, if I'm being honest. I tried all sorts of different things. Basically, their initial target seemed to be get it to Doherty, who was going to cross it into McKee. So we then defended slightly wider to force them inside, but then that just allowed Seamus McCartan basically just to run the show. And he just sort of, well, as you can see, he got 2 assists, 6 key passes. And even with us sort of putting markers on him, dropping, changing roles on Gunnarsson, so he was always back to try and sort of pick him up. We just really struggled to sort of keep them at bay. But it was encouraging because it showed that we can have a go at teams. And then against Batumi, I think they're Georgian. Let's check. Make sure they're Georgian. Yeah, Georgian. We took the lead. Some really shocking play at the back of Lausraj. And in fact, he literally just before this, he hit the post as well because he literally seized on a loose back pass. And then again, it was kind of like the Glentoran games. Like they woke up and were just like, it's like, I don't know whether the occasion's getting to some of our players a little bit. They're really struggling. Obviously, was really struggling with fatigue as well. But we held on for a 1-1 draw to get our first ever sort of continental points. They had about 2 or 3 goals disallowed for offside as well, so we definitely rode our luck. And then we went on to win the league in this game when we beat Hafnarfjordur with an 85th minute winner from Civetkovic. Again, was going to bring it back for this, but I thought no, we'll prioritise the league phase. I'm trying to keep things sort of moving at a decent pace, really, with this series. We retained the league quite comfortably in the end. So we've got the last game in the league today against Vikinga, just to show you it. But the main highlight for today will be the Rennes game in the Europa League phase, which I think we are going to struggle with. That is going to be a tough game, but you know what? It's as good a game as any to sort of bring you back for. See how we can mix it with the big boys. Transfers wise, I think we've got about 290k, which we've shifted into scouting. Just so we can start trying to find some amateur sort of like non-contract players, basically. So I'm hopeful. I don't know how well it's going to work. Our scouting team is pretty rubbish, to be honest with you, but hopefully it will work. We can get something. They've not found anyone yet, but there's obviously time for them to do so. It's only just started. I imagine it's going to take a while. So basically, I'm just trying to get some base information on some players, and then we'll start trying to sort of filter them out for amateurs and non-contracts and see if we can find anyone free. The transfers, we've just got these guys joining. We've got Oscar Ragnarsson as well coming in now. He's another sort of left-back option, Icelandic. Will count as homegrown for European competitions, potentially look at his mentals, look really good. His physicals could be pretty decent. Decent tackling, decent marking. He could be a good sort of rotation option with Sigurdsson. And we trying to buy Johannesson, who's been on loan with us this season. He's come on really well. He's still really young. So we had a 27.5k clause in with his purchase, with his loan deal, and our finances are looking good because we've got some nice European money coming in. This is our last game before we move into our new stadium. So that's going to be exciting. As you can see, the players are cleaning up here. Top goal scorer, top assist provider, and best average ratings. So really, really strong, going really, really well. And retaining the league is huge. And this is the team that's hopefully going to help finish the season on a high at home. It's potential for a couple of players last game. So Nukvi Herverson, his contract's expiring, and I don't think I'm going to bother renewing it. We've kind of moved past him now, really, and he's wanted by, I think, Selfos now. He was wanted by Akranis, but I'm happy for him to go there and see if he can contribute something to their, future success, really. See if he can achieve anything with them. That's fine with me. Meanwhile, I don't know who to play. We've had to put Bragason in at centre half because three or four defenders are away on international duty. Reykjavik, Hjörlufsson, Johannesson, and Isaacson as well. Obviously, he's not a defender. We're a little bit short on players, which means that ordinarily I'd play Bragason there and drop Jovekovic, but I can't because I'll have to play Kowalczyk in there instead. So we'll have to do that instead. So Vikinga are a good team. I wouldn't be all that surprised if we lose this game, but we've got a lot of players tired, some players away, as I said, and also it's a dead rubber really. So it's a perfect chance to give some other players a bit of game time. Really, Kowalczyk being one of them. We've thrown quite a few youngsters into the bench, so we'll see some of them today as well. None of them are really all that stellar, but it's just game time. And it might help show that I am trying to give some opportunities to some of the younger players, even though I have been all season. The fans and the board just don't seem to really see it that way. Gunn Laugson is another player who came through our youth setup. He's been playing loads lately because he can play at right back or number 6, and that's 1-0. Like I said, we may well lose this. My main priority is just finishing the season and getting keeping the squad fresh for the European game against Rennes. Like I said, this might be a bit of a pointless game to bring back, but I just felt like it's been a while, so I wanted to sort of get some sort of match content in. Because obviously we've not seen anything since this Donetsk game, so I just thought it seemed a good one to come back for, because it's a nice time to update on the season progress before everything finishes officially. We're gonna have to sort out some games as well, because obviously we've not got any competitive fixtures around the Europa League, so I'll have to sort out some friendlies to try and keep everyone sort of match sharp. But I will be giving everyone probably like 10 days off before the next game. I think there's like 3 weeks until the next Europa League game, so I'll be giving people some time off, basically, just to allow them to rest. That's quite poor from Grinichi, and then Magnussen's clearance was pretty shocking. Too many missed opportunities there to get rid of that. See what we can do, eh? Is that a save from Barbette? If so, it was ridiculously good. Well, and Grinichi. He's been a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I thought he'd be a good quality player for us, Grinichi, but he's not been all that. It's a brilliant run from Saeed. I hope he scores. He does it. That deserved the goal. Magnussen, that shot is terrible. The run from Saeed was unbelievably good. He skinned about 2 or 3 players. He's doing okay, Saeed. I need a bit more from him. I haven't tried him as an inside forward yet. I think that could be a good potential option to sort of play him out there, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it's time to see some young faces. I'm gonna give Hjorvason his send off. Because I realize it's 3-0, isn't it? Sickener. I realised we didn't play Jonsson because he's knackered basically. But it'd be his last game as well. Would have been his last game for the club as well. 3-0. Oh well. Not the home game we wanted really, but we don't really have a huge amount of choice with the lineup that we've got, just because no one's fit enough. I'm really looking forward to us hopefully going professional soon. I'm hoping the new stadium will help sort of catalyse that a bit, really, because it will make things so much easier for us to develop our players, develop better sort of tactical systems and technical play and stuff like that, and also massively improve the facilities and help the players like with their recovery and sort of overall improvement, like, because we really struggle sort of match fitness wise. That should have been a goal. Yeah, we really struggle in terms of like match sharpness and stuff. Recovery between matches. So hopeful that we can get something in place to allow them to recover better between matches. Great save and great block. Wow. I'm not very optimistic for the Rennes game though. I think we're going to really struggle with that. But like I said, it's a good opportunity for us to see how well we can compete, if it can compete, if at all, with the big boys in the competition. Obviously, we've struggled against teams who I would have maybe harboured some chance of sneaking a win out of, like Glentoran and Batumi, and it did look like for a time like we could do that, but obviously, you know, they sort of proved a bit too much for us. So it'll be interesting to see how we do against Rennes. I don't know whether for us to just sort of stick with the system that we're familiar with, to sort of play the way that squad is used to, or whether to sort of try any changes for sort of like a Mourinho style anti-football, basically, just to throw like 9 men behind the ball and just have one up top to try and counter. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Jorgensen to Kowalczyk. The shot isn't brilliant though, is it really? Let's be honest. Who is this dude? Indonesian 20-year-old. Decent mentals. Technically and stuff, he doesn't look much though, but he's done the job today. But yeah, that's how we finished up. 57 points. Comfortably clear of Hafnarfjordur. And it'll basically be the top 4 getting the European spots. We had like Fram and that, who obviously were right up there last season, same with Greta. Right down towards, in the bottom half of the table this time. Paolo Roberto, he is joining us in the February as well. Our youth intake this season has also been pretty shocking. So we've actually hired a new head of youth. His system doesn't suit the one we play at the moment. So like obviously player wise, you'd potentially be getting some like wing backs through and stuff like that. Potentially, I don't know, but he's better than the one we had. So I'm hopeful that he'll just at least allow us to get a better crop of young players coming through, and we can sort of fashion them into a player that might suit our style. But just for now, I just wanted someone who's just going to help get us better youth intakes than we're currently getting. Give you a nice little interesting stats at the end of the season. So Suarez got the player of the year and young player of the year. We were also the best performing defensive team as well, which was quite nice. Another manager of the year for me. Fantastic. We've got Isaacson, Suarez, Keres, and Gunnarsson, Stephenson in team of the year. Magnussen getting the most assists as well. Always good to see. And Suarez got golden boot, so cleaning up on the personal awards. And his value has really skyrocketed, but thankfully there's no one really looking to bid for him yet. The issue that we've had that I've kind of realised, what's he worth? 70k. What's Fernandez worth? A bit more than that. The issue we have got is that because it's end of the season, I'm worried that some of our players, like loan players, are going to leave before February, and we're not going to be able to renew that. Like, I've tied down Herstad Christofferson just to another contract purely because he would have left at the end of the month, and I wouldn't have been able to have got a replacement in for him until the Feb, so he'd have been without him until, basically without like a backup centre half. So for some of these games, so I had to sort of do that a little bit, and that could complicate things really going forward. So everyone, it's time for the massive game against Rennes in the Europa League, and obviously they are recommending that we play cautious. I think that's wise. We played a friendly against Brann, Norwegian team, and we got a 2-2 draw. Has unfortunately now meant that Reykjavik and Schwaj aren't quite fully firing, so they're just gonna have to suck it up, really. I was hoping it was gonna, because we just noticed some of the sharpness, as you can see here, is dipping slightly. So we're like, oh well, let's get them playing. I think we're gonna go with Keres, and Magnussen seems really. Oh no, we'll go with him because he's got a relationship with Reykjavik. And I don't know whether to go with Guinichi or Gunnarsson. I think we go with Gunnarsson. For the job that we need him to do, he's better than Guinichi, so he's just there just to win the ball. And I think we're just going to leave it at that, I think. Kristoffersen, Hólafsson, Sigurdsson, Reykjavik. Alex is annoyed because we'd stopped playing him because we've been playing Barbet, because with the... So basically, Alex, we said we were going to give him the game time. He was happy with the game time he'd had. Last few games, we've been playing Barbet just because with the rotation we needed, it meant that we were sort of maxing out our foreign players, basically. Actually, I'll give him 6. Yeah, it meant we were maxing out our foreign players. So we played Barbet because he's he's EU, so he doesn't count as a foreign player. So we dropped Alex. As you can see, Alex's average rating recently has been pretty poor as well, 6.54. And yeah, he's just moaning that, he's not been getting game time and that we've broken promises and all this stuff. So actually, I just realised I haven't changed too much else other than the cautiousness. We'll go a little bit direct. Trap inside, trap outside and stop crosses because I think they're playing with inside forwards. This is massive, this guys. Absolutely huge game here against Rennes. Be interesting to see what account we give of ourselves and if we can keep it respectable, really, because obviously these are such a good team, such a massive team for us to be playing, who on paper are so much better than us, so much better finances, so much better quality of player. Like, what a wage for one of their players would probably cover the wages of, like, per week would probably cover the wage of our squad, like, for like a month. Like, let's be honest. Great block. Why are you heading it back? Why would you head it back, E6? This could be painful. Great save from Barbet. Brilliant save. And everyone's going to have to be at the top of their game today. Actually, you know what? I don't know. We'll see how the lower line does. It might invite them onto us a little bit more. We'll see what happens with it. Oh, what a ball. Suarez. Oh, saved. Tipped over. Wow, what a chance that was. Lovely little pass from Fernandez. Oof. Imagine if that had gone in. I mean, with the purposes of the Europa League, I'm not really expecting us to get, like, playoffs. I do expect us to get knocked out at this league phase, but we just need the experience and the money. That's all that being here is going to do for us. That's the main thing we want out of it, is the experience and the money and the opportunity to grow our rep so we can attract better players. Good header away. Isaacsson's going to get to that as well. Go on, Christian. Carry it. What a run. Keep going. Okay, that's okay. You carried the ball up the pitch really, really nicely there, so we'll take that. Let's say Truffert off and brought on Malang Sarr. That's probably going to see them employ maybe a slightly different system, because... Oh, no, he is still inverting. Okay. Well, that was incredibly lucky. How did he hit the post from there? How many fans have we gotten today? 5,000. Okay, that's well held from Barbet. And tell you what, if we get to half time, let's not say anything. Because as soon as I say it, I'll jinx it. I was holding my breath in a little bit to see if Siggy Johnson would do anything better with that ball. No luck. Oh, he sold himself there as Reykjavik. Absolutely sold himself. It's a good finish, but Reykjavik made it so easy for him. If he hadn't have, if he basically holds this instead of going for the ball, he doesn't get that. Or he at least is able to then square up to him. Oh, help our bet. Well done, Hugo. We can try pressing to 0 duo. I don't know how well it's going to work. They're giving the ball away. What can we do with it? Probably not a huge amount. We tries to find Isaacson. And he gets... I thought he was going to nick that then. Just the shape we have when we go to press is just good enough in some cases. Like then, like just showing him, basically allowing him to sort of pick where he wanted to go. Yes, Magnussen, and again. Looked offside. Obviously not offside. Great save from Hugo. He's having a blinder. And it's thanks to him that it's only 1-0. He's playing out of his skin today. If we're going to get anything out of this game, it's going to be because of him. And Alan is really struggling, to be fair to him. So we'll probably have to bring Saeed on soon-ish. He is quick, to be fair, Saeed-ish. Quick-ish. So, yeah, you know, he might be able to offer something. And they had another injury to their back line. I bet we get asked in the post-match press conference about, injuries, you know, a team that takes it too far or whatever. You know, their manager will get asked about it. And it's just unfortunate injuries. Gonna make a raft of changes just to see if we can conjure anything. Some fresh legs. And probably have to bring on Stephenson or Guinichi. Stephenson for Rakulin or Guinichi on for Gunnarsson. Great tackle. Absolutely brilliant tackle. Ugh. He did so well as well, Sigurdsson, to make it such a nice clean tackle. Oh no, was it Risky? Risky, the first guy. Here, this tackle times it really nicely. But then he needs his mates to help him out, and Douay just gets away. Malin Christensen. Oh, fantastic, Harrison. Tell you what, we've certainly given it a good go, though, haven't we? Let's be honest. Saeed makes it 2-1. The subs combine. That was a brilliant header. Like, I don't know how he managed to get that in. It's a great cross from Harrison. Lovely drive and run. Skips past Malang Sarr. So lovely. And then the cross is a little bit heavy. But Saeed. Fair play. Can't we? Oh. Question mark of offside, but when you leave someone free like that, man, it's just, it is poor, isn't it? Oh, it's disallowed. Fair play, but still not great, let's be honest. It's still pretty, it looks bad, doesn't it? I mean, I know he was offside, but it doesn't look good. But interesting. This is why we need pro status. We can coach. We'll be able to coach stuff like this out, hopefully, because we'll be able to have better players, better coaching staff, more time training. It's just shocking that. Meanwhile, Atalanta are getting smashed 7-1 in Mönchengladbach. Go on, Christiansen. What a run. What a run. What a run. I was hoping he's going to get the pass away, but he's got us a corner. Nice. Oh, free header. Free header. You should have done better with that. Oh, he's won it though. Come on, Alex. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Christian's basically the two wingers who've come on have looked so threatening. So threatening. Right, he's offside. Yeah, the linesman's flagged as well. He did look offside. I think it will be. Yeah, disallowed. I'll tell you what though, as I said, we've given it a good go, haven't we? Considering the level this team is at compared to us. So he's onside though. It's Scarison who's offside. Come on, keep it 3-1. At least don't concede another one. Like 4-1 seems so much worse than 3-1, just psychologically. And I feel like we deserve a 3-1. I don't feel like we deserve a 4-1. Yeah, we might see Alex leave potentially. Because yeah, he wants to go, and Barbet's played really well today, and you know Barbet isn't foreign, so it's not like we have to worry about a registration spot with him. So it may be that we let Alex go if he's going to kick up 200 plus. You know what, 3-1 I think is we gave it everything. Although the players didn't like that. I said, we're the underdogs out there, and you gave it your best. Good effort. Switched off. So that sees us down in 31st. But we've got AK and Adana to play, who are right down there at the bottom, not won a game yet. And then we got Nurkoping and I think was it Red Star and Marseille as well. So who knows if we can get something out of the AK in the Demisport game? We'll be looking a little bit interesting. Will be record attendance for that game. How much money did we get for that? 140k. Wow, fantastic bit of income. We've moved to sign, our scouts found another keeper. This guy, Olafur Valsen, out at Vestmannaeyja, and we've offered him a contract basically, and that has seen us offer Alex out for transfer. So he's going to come in on a free, hopefully, and Alex will get a bit of money for him. So might be quite nice. We brought in Malamine Efekele on trial, but I don't think he's worth. I imagine his wages are going to be quite high if he'll even sign for us, and I don't think he's going to be worth it in some ways. Yeah, I think I'd rather just take the risk and not sign him. We had this guy as well on trial as well, and he doesn't look like he's going to be good enough either. He's not athletic enough. Yeah, I mean, we've just accepted a really quite interesting bid from Avai for Alex. So 18k up front, appearance-based bonuses and a percentage in profit on his next sale. So that could be quite nice for us. So yeah, I think it probably makes sense to bring it back for the last game of the league phase against Savannah's first Red Star at home. Hopefully we'll be in with a shout of going through. Like I said, I'm just in it for the rep boost, the experience, and the money really. But if we can sneak into the sort of the bottom half of the playoffs, then fantastic. It's just a bit more money, isn't it, and a bit more reputation. But we'll see. We've got some potentially point gainable games coming up. AEK, Nurkoping, and Adana. We might be able to get something out of them. I don't know. Even if we can get like a couple of points, it's something, isn't it? 2 home games there, which is nice. And then we've got Marseille away, and then Juventus first at home. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, everyone. I appreciate you all for sticking with me at this stage of the series. Obviously, there's plenty of time to go, but it means a lot that some of you are still watching this. So take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.